Hello, you beautiful lot. Oh, let me check my microphone. Yes. So I'm going to be doing a quick walkthrough of the Manifestation Tarot. It's by Jane Wallace, illustrated by Julia Cellini. And I literally saw like 5 of the cards on Amazon. I got it off. I will put the link in the description. I'm not affiliated with it. It's a really nice box, and I like that it's got a different way of opening, but it's not practical, in my opinion. But they've dotted the cards around the outside of the box as well, which I think is very nice. But I don't know. I don't really think it's hugely practical, because this is a bit that you could just take out and get rid of, but you can't, because otherwise your cards will all flop about in it. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit, I don't know. But looks to be like a nice book. Oh, and it's colour as well. I mean, we're winning already because we've got a colour book. I love this book. So I'm not overly keen on the inside of the box or the practicality of it, but this top marks, I'm not going to read it all, but top marks for the book. Beautiful, fabulous size, pocket, tiny but lovely. You can read it, like the book. Do love a book. Do you know what? I love a book, but I never read them. But they've got to be in colour, and that one I probably will read. So, pretty nice. So far, so good. Just that I don't really get what that inside bit's all about, really. Oh, I can't undo this. I'm gonna have to pause you because I've got to find some scissors. Right, I'm back, and we are literally going to flick through. Now, I didn't realise it actually has like a few words on here. Excuse my kids in the background. You know how it is, school holidays. So yeah, I like the fact that we've got like 3 words on there, a bit like an affirmation, isn't it? And I like that they're different. I like these. So far, I'm really liking these, and I'm just doing a quick walkthrough because I want to use them today. But I like that we have almost like, I don't know, this would be a really good deck to learn with, actually. So far, anyway. This would be a good deck to learn with. Good deck for beginners. Obviously, for everybody. I'm not a beginner. I'm not an expert. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Now, I like that. We've got death written on the card still, because a lot of tarot designers, whatever you call them, readers, they'll change the word death like it's something to be scared of, and they'll call it renewal or something like that. Whereas this one, they've put the word on there, but then it's I embrace new beginnings, because that's what it is, isn't it? If you're a tarot reader, and I imagine you are, or you have a good interest, or you're some of my ride or dies that watch all the videos, bless your heart. Look at that. I accept my shadow self. I think I'm loving this. I am loving this deck. I am loving this deck. Sorry, my light is causing a reflection on there, isn't it? Sorry. They're a little bit bigger than what I would like. A little bit bigger. I'd kind of like them a little, probably sort of up to here and maybe over to here. But I'm happy with them. Very happy. They're not too big. They're a great material. They're slippery. This is good. These would be good for jumpers. It's a lovely slippery material. 3 of Cups, I have respect. 4 of Cups, I'm open to new possibilities. I love this. 5 of Cups, I learn from my losses. It's good. I think it's good I think it's good for anyone, but especially if you're a new tarot reader and you're wanting to try a different deck from the Rider-Waite, because usually it is the Rider-Waite that we teach with, isn't it? So I think this would be a good one to recommend to your friends or your students once they've learned to read the tarot from the Rider-Waite deck. That's how I teach anyway. This would be a good one for them to then broaden broaden it, expand on it a little bit, because it makes, you've got to remember what these pictures are, haven't you? Because this, I didn't realise, was that the same with the cups? It was. Yeah, didn't realise, whoops, sorry, that this doesn't have any pictures. Don't know that I'm keen on that. However, we still have the little reminder so that we know the Five of Swords is two people walking away and one person picking up swords after they've had a battle of some sort. And you've got, I choose my battles wisely. So there's still a reminder for them, but I guess it gets them to imagine the picture in their head more, doesn't it? So it kind of teaches them a different way, a different aspect. This would actually be something that I might do as a test at the end of the day of teaching and say, right, Eight of Swords, what's the picture on the Eight of Swords? Can you remember the picture on the Eight of Swords? And see if they remember. It's a female bound up with her blindfolds on with the eight swords all around her. Do you know what I mean? I think that would be a good way that you could use this deck as well. I am going to use this because I find it, I don't know, it's just a nicer way, and you can't be prompted by the pictures then, can you? You've literally just got to think of what you think of. I quite like that. King of Swords, my decisions are guided by justice and truth. Interesting. I like this. I do like it. I think there's good and not so good points, but I think you could live with the not so good points because the good points are so good. See what I mean? Sorry, you can't see that, can you? Makes my arms ache doing this. I mean, it's not much to see. They're just pictures now, but it's the key words, isn't it? Resilience is my key to success, 9 of Wands. I release burdens that do not serve me, 10 of Wands. And then we get back to pictures for the court cards. So I do. Overall, I am liking this deck. I think there's good and bad points with it. I think it's a deck you're either going to really love or really not. I love it. I do. I can see it for what it is. I don't think it'd be one that I use very often. That feels a different material, that. Yeah, that one's like a rougher back. And that one's smooth. You can actually see the different shines on it. So, yeah. That was weird. Now, that's a harder, not so shiny as well. So they're not consistent. Whoever made these, that's a rough back too. They're not consistent because this is lovely and smooth. But I still like the deck. I do still like the deck. It would be a good deck to move on after you've learned tarot, I think. So it's a good second deck to recommend for students, so they can stretch their imagination. A good one for you to test on them at the end as well. But that is the whole deck. I do like it. I wish there were pictures on the other cards, but I can see the benefits of not having the pictures as well. Hope that makes sense to you. But that is the Manifestation Tarot. I think the thing that I'm most excited about is the book, because it's colour. That even though I'm not a reader of these books, I want it in colour. I just think pictures should be colour. So that's the book. That's the Manifestation Tarot. I will link it in the description. So if you do want to purchase it, you can. And if you are learning to read tarot, that would be a good one to learn with as well. And play with, as well. So, I would recommend buying it. But there are good and bad points. You leave a lover or you won't. Anyway, thanks for watching. Much love.